Homes by Saint-Gobain. Hello everyone, and welcome to Homes. Today we are going to South Africa. In this country, the prevailing construction methodologies are still very much traditional material focused. The sector is looking for alternative solutions to accelerate the transition to sustainable construction methods and the use of lighter materials. Mlondolozi Hempe shares his insight. He is a building performance specialist, and his work focuses on building performance design and green building certification.
There's difficulty to transition, firstly because of just buy-in from the industry. Industry is used to certain norms and they trust certain products. So now with new alternative products, you also have to get through the process of vetting it through our building codes here, which the NHBRC. So the uptake of exploring alternative products is not that open yet. Yes, it's starting to creep in. I know some people are exploring mass timber structures, some people are exploring frame structures, and then also there's an exploration around different types of brick structures. But the key thing that's causing a difficulty in transition is more centered around people are used to buying a certain product, they're used to making money in a certain way. So now I think they haven't figured how to actually create value and the value chain around new different products. The relationship with housing and structure, and especially depending on which demographic you're looking at. In South Africa, remember, there's a certain history that's attached to housing in particular, with forced removals where people actually were forced to move from certain places into township environments. Now, you get a situation where people have built their own shacks using lightweight structures. Now, what had happened in 1994 leading into now, the government was trying to provide housing to people. So now there's a status thing when moving from a lightweight structure, which is something that they've already done themselves, into a structure that is more durable. So now that's where the perception comes from, almost in a sense of saying that a lightweight structure is not durable, firstly, and secondly, it's seen as cheap, and also it's seen as a drawback. So there's a psychological thing that needs to be taken away from people. The evolution of construction in South Africa, it needs to be a relationship between private and public sector, especially when you start looking at public buildings. I think that's where they could actually sell these different types of construction methodologies, different types of materials, where they can actually, when you're using public buildings, like for instance, your town halls, your community centers, if those materials are introduced in public buildings that those people inhabit in those spaces. Because if you look at in those environments, there's community centers, there's clinics, there's all types of public buildings which are basically being built, but they're being built with brick and mortar. So if we start changing the mentality of those people and say, cool, we've built these facilities around you using lightweight material. So there is value in the lightweight material, so they're durable. Therefore, we can actually now start building these houses that we're offering you with lightweight material too, then that perception might fall away.
This is the end of this episode. Thanks to Mlondolozi Hempe for sharing with us his analysis of the transition to more sustainable and lighter constructions in South Africa. You can go to other episodes to better understand the local issues of homes.